Well, Lonzo Ball, the basketball player that used to play for the Los Angeles Lakers, now a member of the New Orleans Pelicans, continues to disrespect Nas. This is the same guy who called Nas corny, and Lonzo thinks it's all about the Migos and Future. Well, he was on the Big Boy radio show hosted by Big Boy. Not Big Boy of Outkast, this Big Boy. Lonzo disrespects Nas by saying Future has more classics than Nas. So he thinks Future has more classic hit singles and albums than Nas, which I think is a load of crap. Nas has more classic singles and albums than Future, especially his debut album Illmatic is considered one of the greatest albums of all time, considered the best album by Nas. Just like Jay-Z's debut album Reasonable Doubt is arguably considered one of the greatest albums of all time, also considered the best album by Jay-Z. Lonzo needs to stop riding Future's cock. Future is not to be taken seriously as a rapper and human being. Future is the same guy who cheated on Sierra for whatever reason. He's got all these baby mamas. He sounds like every other mumbling crapper who you can't tell which is which. It's like, I can't tell who's who. Am I listening to Drake or am I listening to Future? So he has no classics. He's not legendary, the end. And Nas is not corny. Lonzo is corny, aka Lonzo Cornball or Lonzo Scrub, because you can't ball since you're looking like a bust in the NBA. Somebody need to bust you. I know Nas is somewhere tired of Lonzo talking about him. It's like Lonzo sees Nas as the easiest main target. Like he enjoys picking on Nas and he doesn't care how Nas feels. It's like, dude, Lonzo, leave Nas alone. Lonzo also released his first and hopefully his only rap album. It probably sucks. I mean, come on. Lonzo, I'm sure, can't rap. Damian Lillard of the Portland Trailblazers is a better rapper than you. Karma gonna come back on Lonzo. If he keeps this up, I hope he becomes a bust in the NBA. I'm sorry, but I can't see how he can get away with talking about Nas, but karma doesn't come his way. And I don't mean karma as in him going broke or getting robbed or him getting badly injured in a car accident or anything like that. No, nothing like that. I'm talking about karma for him to become an NBA bust where he does become the player that most people, including his daddy, LaVar, doesn't work out. I just hope that he becomes a bust if he keeps this up disrespecting Nas. Because he's looking like I said, he's looking like a bust right now. Especially since for the past 2 seasons in the league, he has not been able to stay healthy. I can't stand his father, LaVar Ball. Okay, his father, he has so much confidence in his son and is so delusional that he thinks that Lonzo is better than LeBron James and Stephen Curry. No, your son is not better than both of them. Okay, he needs to prove it out on the court that he can be better than those guys. He's not better than those guys, and I don't think he ever will. And it's like he wants his son to become the greatest NBA player of all time. Like he really thinks that he could possibly surpass Michael Jordan. And I remember one time when he was on First Take, I think when they were talking about Michael Jordan being the greatest of all time, I think LaVar, if I'm not mistaken, said something about Michael can't be the greatest forever. The hell he can. What you mean he can't? I mean, you can make the argument for other players to be considered as the greatest of all time, like Wilt, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, etc., and even LeBron James to an extent. But I say, and many others believe that Michael Jordan is the greatest NBA player of all time. That's like saying Michael Jackson can't be the greatest entertainer forever. The hell he can. Michael Jackson is easily the greatest entertainer of all time. Okay? He has no competition. Guys like Justin Bieber and all these others are not going to surpass him. It's not happening. Not even Chris Brown. Now, I thought Chris Brown in his prime may have had a shot to surpass Michael as a greater entertainer. But ever since his incident with Rihanna in 2009, things haven't been the same for Chris. I think that's when Chris Brown's music started to go downhill His music isn't as good as it used to be when he first came out in the mid 2000s. Same with Rihanna. I thought Rihanna's music started going downhill after her incident in 2009. Her music isn't as good as it was when she first came out in 2005. So, and then LaVar Ball, this guy also thinks he can beat Michael Jordan one on one. In fact, he and his son Lonzo think they both can beat Michael Jordan one on one. Now, I don't know. Maybe Lonzo could beat Michael one on one now since Michael Jordan is older. He's in his 50s now. But I digress. Okay, I'm pretty sure Michael Jordan still has game even in his 50s, and I know for sure that he'll school LaVar Ball. I mean, hey, Julius Erving is like in his 60s, and the dude can still dunk. Now, if Michael Jordan is in his prime and he's going against these two by himself, man, they'll get smoked. Michael Jordan would smoke LaVar and Lonzo Ball. They don't want none, okay? So these two need to stop being delusional. I blame LaVar Ball for making his son even more delusional and to the point where he's disrespecting Nas. Listen, I understand the man loves his son and he's just, building him up his confidence and tell him that you can do this and that if you just put your mind to it and whatnot. I get it. But don't go too far where you're going delusional and to say that he's so and so better than this person, that person, when he hasn't really proven it on the court. It's like, why don't you slow your roll, stop hyping up your son so much where it's delusional, and just fall back. You're doing too much, LaVar. My goodness. Ball was even compared to Jason Kidd. Lonzo Ball's not even better than Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd had a better rookie season than Lonzo Ball did. Now, I can see why people compared Lonzo to Jason Kidd because both weren't known to be very good shooters. And Jason Kidd got criticized a lot where they called him Acing Kidd. They dropped the name from his name and called him Acing Kidd because apparently he had no J. But Jason Kidd, from what I remembered, this one interview he had with Grant Hill, and this was before they were going to the Hall of Fame. Jason Kidd just specifically told Grant Hill, that wasn't my job. As a point guard, that wasn't his job to be known to shoot the basketball. Jason Kidd's job was to make his teammates around him better. Jason Kidd was about, how can I make you a better basketball player? What can I do to help you? I want to help my teammates get better. That's what Jason Kidd was about. At least Jason Kidd could shoot free throws as well. Lonzo Ball is not a great free throw shooter. He's horrible. He's as bad as Rajon Rondo. It's like, how are those two point guards, but they never got better with their free throw shooting? How are you a point guard, but you can't make your free throws? That is unacceptable. Point guards should easily make their free throws. That's like a shooting guard who can shoot the basketball, but they can't shoot free throws. Huh? What sense does that make? You get what I'm saying? This dude really gets on my damn nerves. And what does his wife see in him? His wife, Tina Ball. This is Tina Ball, LaVar's wife, and obviously Lonzo's mom. What was she thinking marrying him? Like, what is she seeing this dude? I don't know. Hey, I mean, he has money, so as long as he has money, I guess that's all that matters to her. She don't care. But anyways, that's all I got to say about Lonzo Cornball. Tell me your thoughts on him disrespecting Nas once again. Nas need to come after his ass. He need to come out with a diss track where he used the instrumental to a song Made You Look. Yo, Nas, get Lonzo, for real. I want you to go at Lonzo so he can Braveheart, 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 Lonzo's butt. Let's do it, Nas. And I'm surprised, like, some of these old school rappers that came out in the same era Nas did, like back in the 90s, I'm surprised they didn't come out and get on Lonzo. What, you guys afraid Lonzo gonna call you old and washed up? Is that it? Because it happened to, Ice-T when he dissed Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy's butt called him old. Soulja Boy, shut up. That's why you are irrelevant. Look, You guys need to stop being afraid. Who cares what they think? What they say don't mean nothing. The point is, you guys need to have guys' back. You got to stick together. All right, that's it. Later.